We're back with the Thunderbird again. I can't tell y'all how much I love this car, but me just doing the windows, getting the power windows working again, has really just kind of opened up the floodgates. And I decided, I've changed the front speakers. Why don't I go ahead and try to see if I can't figure out how to get into these rear speakers. So this episode I'm going to show you how to change the front speakers, since I had to take them out anyway. And I'm going to show y'all how to get into the rear speakers. This is going to be an adventure for me because as of right now, I don't know how to do that. So let's get some speakers going in this thing.
Alright, so before we get started, I'm going to first of all refer you to a video up here somewhere that shows me taking the door panels out of this car. I've got several videos coming out of things that I did inside the doors here, so I'm just broke the door panels off separate. Also, since I originally only started with one job, which was the window motors, I took off the speaker and the doors first thing, just so I could have good access before I ever got busy and decided, hey, I got speakers to put in. So anyway, unfortunately we missed that, but it's just 4 screws. And besides, the back is the same way, so you'll still see the process. Anyway, let's get started.
Alright, so here in the back seat, we got this grill covering and this large panel. It looks like you pretty much have to take the whole side off for. And I'm really hoping that all this doesn't have to come off. Now what I'm wondering, I'm kind of, when I have the front door panels off, I am taking a look at how they're put together. I really don't think this screen comes out, but I could be wrong. But this insert here, I'm not so sure. So, I got this pry bar here. I'm just going to kind of gently go in here and see what happens. Oh, the bottom popped out. Straight out. And it's got vertical tabs on the top. There. Yeah, that's not difficult at all. It's just knowing how to do it. $327.96. Guess that's when this car was made. I have to put its birthday on the calendar so I can celebrate it. Well, anyway, let's see what we got to do to get under here. I think it looks like we're going to need some Phillips head screws. I thought the speaker was blown, but that screw's pretty loose. That thing vibrating might be all I hear. Let's take a look. Now, let's take your screwdriver and pry this little tab here up. Careful not to crack it, because I've never done that. You little devil, come on. There we go. Now this is the speaker that sounded like it was blown. Like I said, I'm not so sure it wasn't just a loose screw. Regardless, change it. To cut with a blade towards your thumb like I'm doing, I highly recommend you not do that. This wire really wants to fight the devil out of me. Well, they normally don't cause this much headache. See what I can come up with here. Alright, this particular wire wants to go at war with me. See if my yellow ones work any better. There we go. Well, if the object was to make that harder than it had to be, I think I succeeded. My plug here, I got the 2 speakers next to each other. Plug-ins together. And the clip side, so the right one is the brown one. Now this speaker, that's the smaller one of the 2. That would be the white with black stripe. And again, alright, take butt connector. Slide your butt connector on. And I really like this style of crimper. So now, just to match everything up, I'm going to do brown to white with a black stripe. Alright, so I got the wires spliced in. Next, just put these button connectors on the speakers. By the way, if I hadn't mentioned it earlier, these are the little wires that came with the speakers. So all I had to do was hardwire them in. Now, put them in the door. We're going to drive them up with my drill. Now, why didn't I use this when I took them out? I don't know. Alright. And now for this thing, just slide the tabs in the top, push the bottom down, snap, installed. Now, before I get too involved, I want to make sure it works. Connect the battery, turn my radio on. Hopefully I can find something that's on commercial so the copyright police don't bust my tail. It works. Now disconnect the battery and hope I don't have to pay Guns N' Roses royalties. And now pretty much do the same thing on that side. Now one thing I'll show y'all real quick. This is the passenger side rear seat, and the grill right here, I got some rust on it. I was hoping it was just dirt and I'd be able to wipe it off with the Clorox wipes, and that turned out not to be the case. So I decided I'm going to spray a coat of paint on this, turn it gray again. And originally I was going to do this off camera, but I figured I'd show y'all. What you do is just take a pair of pliers or a screwdriver and bend these tabs back, and that metal grill comes right off. And of course, to put it back in, you'll just bend the tabs back over. But I'm going to see if I got some gray paint around here or something. I don't really want to use primer. I'd like to use a gloss paint so stuff doesn't stick to it, but see if I can come up with some gray paint and do something with this. Now that gray is a bit lighter. I will have to see how it looks once it dries, because I may or may not be happy with that. But that's why I was able to get my hands on that I had around here. Winter gray. Right, looking at there how that grill looks with the dark, and it almost kind of blends in with the cloth. This isn't looking promising. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Alright, so looking around, I found this. Some gloss smoke gray. And that looks like a darker color, and that, we'll see if I like that any better. I'll give that a little bit of time to dry. So far I like it. The question is, am I going to love it? Is it going to really do what I want? Or is it just going to be better than the other one I tried? Definitely better than the other one. Jury's out though on whether or not I really like this, though. Have a little time to cure up and contemplate this. Alright, so front speakers. I removed it earlier to get access to the window motor. And like I said, I already changed the speakers in the front. That's been done years ago when somebody had been working on the door. I see Ford in their great wisdom had decided to put this plastic mount between, well, it's like a speaker hole in the door and the actual speaker. I don't know what the reason is for this. I mean, that hole almost looks like it would hold a 6x9. Maybe it's a 6x9 to 6x8 adapter. I don't know. Also, maybe it's to clear the window. Maybe it's to fit the shape of a door panel better. I just really don't know. But nonetheless, I see no reason to take it out of this. But anyway, just like I did in the back, got cables ready. Now you just plug them in. Plug it in, plug it in. At this point, just want to double check, make sure it works. It's a whole lot easier to fit something now.
WNOR HD1 Norfolk, a Tidewater Communications LLC group station, powered by Pitbull Tobacco and more. The best products at the best prices in the 757. Our locals buy locals.
Alright, before we get into Stupid News Extra, here is the deal. I'm going to press play on the intro.
Alright, so she's working. So now, it's time to put the door panel back on.
Alright, so that wraps up me doing the replacement speakers in this car. I had blown speakers. I just put in regular Kenwoods. I didn't get real fancy on it, but nonetheless they still sound a whole lot better. So hopefully this helped some of y'all out. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think, leave a comment. I'm always excited to hear from y'all, and I hope this is helpful to y'all. So take care of your projects, take care of each other, God bless, and I'll see you again soon.